that's the purpose of the salt water, is when it comes to the surface, remember the divine energy comes down, it goes through your body. So if your feet are in salt water with lavender oil or tea tree or eucalyptus, that disease or dirty energy is disintegrated. And when it's disintegrated, there's no chance for it to come back. Okay? So that's the purpose of that. Now in the pranic feng shui class, one of the things that we cover in more detail that most feng shui classes don't cover has to do with how this energy works as far as personal health. And let's start with something like insomnia. And this is an old trick that has been taught to me a long time ago by my teacher. It's super duper simple. What you do is something like this. Next to your bed, okay? Next to your bed, you have a bucket of salt water. Again, salt is cheap, water is cheap. Don't go and buy expensive salt, you know. The cheaper the better, as I always say. I get 50-pound bag for $4 at Home Depot. You know, the water softener salt. Don't go buy, you know, expensive stuff, at least not for dumping dirty energy, right? So what you do, you have a bucket of salt water, maybe water about this much, put some salt in it, and maybe some lavender oil if you like, just to enhance it, to make its cleaning effect stronger, and you grab a crystal. Now, don't go buy expensive crystal, just get a super cheap, you know, you can even go to the nature stores or whatever, get those tumbled stone as long as they're natural. Forget this lead crystal crap. I mean, they're nice, they're beautiful, they're expensive, they're useless. As far as energy is concerned. They look nice, right? You buy them, you hang in feng shui. They look nice, but they don't do anything. Because it's the natural prana or life force that emanates from the crystal that allows it to be, how to call it, move in a certain direction. So what happens is if you get a natural crystal, you're going to program it. You're going to hold the crystal like this. We teach this in the crystal healing class, but at least you have something to use right away. You hold the crystal in your hand, and you just go like this, like talking to someone. Say, crystal. Okay? Say, crystal, absorb, extract and absorb all negative energy from my energy field throughout the entire night and flush it into the salt water. Okay? Very simple. You don't need, you know, a whole, what do you call those things? Spell of like 20 lines or 30 pages. It's simple. Hold the crystal. Crystal, like talking to someone. Crystal, you're to extract and absorb all negative energy from my aura, my chakras, my energy body, and flush it into the salt water. That's it. Say, so be it. So do that like, say that 7 times. 7 times, okay? Crystal, extract and absorb all negative energy from my aura and my chakras, my energy body, and flush it out into the salt water. So be it. Do it again. Again, again, again. Do it 7 times. Put it in the bucket. Put it next to your bed. Make sure it's not right here when you're in the middle of the night, you step on it, right? Put it somewhere here. In fact, when you're laying down, the closer to the head area, the better. So what it does is, as your body's sleeping, if you have a clairvoyant look, the disease of dirty energy, like gray clouds being like sucked out of your aura into the salt water. It's magic. It works. So if you know someone who has difficulty sleeping because too many thoughts, too many, you know, crazy things go into their head, that's your solution. Of course, most of you already know, one of the things that you have to do before you go into bed is to cut the negative connections, right? You just go like this. Imagine all the negative cords connected to you during the day, pull it, and then cut it, and throw it in the salt water, okay? By the way, some of you have commented that you really enjoy this Anchor to Light meditations and the lectures, but you said, you talk too fast. Could you slow down? Nope. Sorry. Too much information, too little time. So I'm just going to go 100 miles per hour. If you can't handle it, rewind it, play it again.